Hi guys, Shelly here with Healthy Homestead Chick, and today we are participating in Healthy Holidays, a collaboration with a couple of other channels to help you get in the holiday spirit, but do it in a healthy way. So stick around and we're going to show you some healthy recipes to get you through. Okay, so this collaboration was spearheaded by 4 kids in a farm. If you don't know them, you need to. Great people, 4 beautiful kids, and a really cute dog that's just added to the family. So go check them out. And there's a couple of channels that are participating. I will list them all in the comments down below. But I know that Sandy at Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming is participating. The Macs are participating. I'm not sure who else, but definitely go check them out and check out the others that I'll have listed. And let's get to cooking. So are you wondering yet what we're gonna make? Today we're gonna make peanut brittle, a healthy version. This one has no real sugar. It's using erythritol and xylitol and a little bit of stevia. So let me show you how to make it. So here are our ingredients. We have 1 cup of peanuts. We're going to use 5 tablespoons of real butter. We have 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. And we have half a cup of our sweetener. And again, this is a mixture of xylitol and erythritol and just a little bit of stevia. I put it in my blender to make it a powdered sugar. You can use erythritol by itself. You can use xylitol by itself. You may be able to use other sweeteners, I'm not sure. But this is what I'm using. So let's get started and see how this turns out. The first thing we want to do is cover a cookie sheet with parchment paper. You want the parchment paper to cover the sides and everything. Let's go over here to our pan. In here we have 3 tablespoons of the heavy whipping cream, the butter, and the sweetener. We've reserved 1 tablespoon of the cream. We're going to turn this onto medium-low and begin stirring. 2, 1. So this was just turned on. As you can tell, it's not hot yet. Nothing is melted. But we are going to melt the butter, and then we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. This will darken and begin to thicken. And then we will move on to the next step. So hopefully you are able to tell the color difference here. This is just starting to turn a little more golden. I know that the lighting is just not great here. But you can begin to smell the caramel. You can smell the butter. Whereas this last 10 minutes, you really couldn't smell anything. It smells really good, by the way. So this color is beginning to deepen. So we're almost to the point where we're going to take this off the burner. That's really starting to turn now. I want to make sure to keep stirring constantly because we do not want this to burn. We've got too much time and energy invested at this point, so we don't want it to burn at all. Okay, that's looking really, really good. So I think we're going to call it right there. Let's turn that off. We're going to add in our heavy cream. Stir that really good. Pour in our peanuts, and I want to add just a little bit. Let me grab this. Just a little bit of salt. Stir this up really well. And we're going to go ahead and take it to our prepared pan. So here is our peanut brittle. This is super hot right off of the stove. So I brought it over here, and with the spatula, I smoothed it out so that it is, it's just in kind of in one layer of peanuts. I don't want the peanuts stacked on top of one another. And this goes in the refrigerator overnight. Now again, this is not like your traditional peanut brittle. This does not use sugar, and so it's not going to act the same as your standard sugar peanut brittle. So we're going to refrigerate this overnight, and tomorrow we're going to show you whether or not this turned out right. So this is 24 hours later, and this is our peanut brittle straight out of the refrigerator. But we have a problem. Our brittle is not brittle at all. So I followed the instructions of the recipe that I found that said just to cook the caramel until it changed colors. A different recipe that I saw said to cook it to 300 degrees, and as you saw in the video, I did not check the temperature, so I'm not sure if that's the problem or the problem was the sugar combination that I used. Either way, we do not have peanut brittle, but let me tell you, we tried some over here, and this is absolutely delicious. So, it is a fail as a peanut brittle, but as a peanut candy, it's delicious. So I think what I'm gonna do, if it lasts long enough, I'm going to cut it in little pieces, maybe an inch wide, an inch or two long, and dip it in chocolate, and it will be like a Snickers bar. Or we might just eat it like it is. Let me tell you, it is good. It's good enough that I'm probably gonna have to hide it, which there's not a lot. It doesn't make a lot. You have 1 cup of peanuts. So it's not a huge amount, but you could probably sit down and eat it all, make yourself sick. But it is good. So I'm gonna go ahead. I thought about, just not posting this since that's our healthy holiday collaboration, but I would much rather y'all see the real truth, whether it's turns out perfectly or it bombs, or like this, it's kind of a happy medium. I'd much rather you see the real thing. And that way too, if it happens to you, you know that you didn't do something wrong, or you did the same thing wrong that I did. Either way, it's edible. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Next time, I will do something a little bit different. Okay, somebody walked in the door right whenever I was finishing that last little video clip, so I apologize. But what I was saying is next time I will butter a cookie sheet and put it on that instead of the wax paper, because it stuck pretty good. It wasn't really hard to get off, but it did stick. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and you learned something. And if you try it, let me know. Let me know if it works for you. Maybe it'll work for you. Check out the rest of the channels in this collaboration. Show them some love, and we'll see you next time.